amazing listeners, and welcome back to Happiness by Habit, the podcast where we talk about transformative habits and inspiring ideas that shape the way we lead and live. I'm your host, Silvana Pimentel, and today I am delighted to welcome a remarkable leader, educator, and thought innovator, Dr. Elena Paweta. She is the founder of Ideas Plus Leaders, a trailblazer in executive communication and leadership development, a TEDx speaker, SGA professor, book author, and podcast host. Her journey is a testament of the power of ideas in shaping bold leadership and creating meaningful impact. Today, we will explore her path, her favorite habits for happiness and success, how she uses her voice to empower others, and how leaders can shape the future through better communication. Dr. Elena, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Silvana. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely. And you are joining us from beautiful Poland, right?
Yes, I'm based in Warsaw, currently in Poland.
I love it. Perfect. Dr. Elena, can you share what inspired you to pursue leadership and communication, and what motivated you to establish Ideas and Leaders?
Yeah, so it was a long journey to Ideas and Leaders, actually. I think that my passion in communication and leadership started from seeing the gap in leadership. So first of all, in global leadership, speaking about politics and everything that is going on in the world. And on the other hand, looking at corporate leadership and seeing how corporate leaders sometimes struggle with communicating with their teams, and there is a lot of miscommunication, a lot of conflict situations. And I think that in general, there's many personal situations as well, situations with my bosses that were not the best leaders in the world, let's say it like this. And many of those situations, it led me to this idea that there is a certain gap that exists in the leadership area. And there are a lot of business trainings that are only skill-based. So you are going and you're learning how to manage people, you're learning how to, speak with impact. So there are those skills, but it is not combined with self-development. So very often when we want to develop ourselves to be more happy, as your podcast is about it, we are going to a different place. We're going to, meditation retreats, or we are going to something holistic. And I think that those two worlds, they can actually merge, and we can actually combine development of our leadership and communication skills with self-development and with just becoming a better person, becoming a better version of ourselves. And this is where Ideas and Leaders came from. So I decided to merge those areas because there is no formal education on this topic. As we grow in our positions, we grow our businesses, we start managing, we become leaders, but no one teaches us how to be a leader. And I think that I invented something new that does not exist, and I created something that I would love to be a part of myself. I think that I see that there is no place where we can develop ourselves as leaders, support each other, and that's where Ideas and Leaders came from.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Dr. Elena, you wear multiple hats. You are an author, TEDx speaker and coach as well, podcaster, executive communicator, leadership development. What is your favorite hat to wear? And walk us a little bit about through your journey throughout these different categories or specializations?
I'm doing many things indeed. I see that all of the things that I'm doing is just a part of who I am and a part of my bigger mission, which is to empower and connect leaders of the future globally. And I'm doing it through the formal education. I'm a university professor and I teach entrepreneurship and I teach leadership. I teach communication in the university. I work with students with MBAs, postgraduate studies. But at the same time, I'm working with businesses and I'm doing the same from the business side, working with the teams, executives. And I've been organizing events for many years. I've been organizing TEDx events for over 10 years now. And as an organizer, after some time, I started doing coaching as well because people started reaching out to me. Oh, I want to become a TEDx speaker. So I said, hey, let me show you how. And I feel that all of those aspects of organizing events where people share amazing ideas, teaching leadership at the university, in business, it is all part of one mission. And currently with Ideas and Leaders, I'm bringing this mission even further. And recently I've developed a new concept of Ideas and Leaders clubs. Those are global clubs where leaders can meet locally and mastermind and support each other. Leadership does not have to be lonely anymore. So we can educate ourselves as leaders and grow as leaders, become better versions of ourselves, and at the same time we can help others, support others, mentor others. And this is the next level of my mission that I'm currently in the process of doing.
I love your mission. This is very powerful and very inspiring for many people. And the fact that you are doing that globally, that's super amazing. Let's talk about communication. And you are deeply involved in executive communication. What does effective communication mean to you, especially for leaders?
I think that the most important thing in executive communication, leadership communication, is on one hand, achieving your goals and leading your company to the goal to achieve those KPIs, but not hurting others at the same time. Being kind, being empathetic, and being the leader that we want to have. So that's why all of the programs that I am doing, they are based on more effective communication, but not in the terms of, oh, let's be nice to each other and, unicorns and rainbows, and we don't have to work anymore. We're just chit-chatting and small talk all the time. No, we have to achieve the goal. Our communication need to be effective. Sometimes we need to motivate others to action. Sometimes we need to inspire others, to uplift others if something bad is going on. Sometimes we want to introduce a change in the organization, which may be hard. How to do it. Sometimes we have not very pleasant negotiations, how to go through this. So many aspects of business are covered, but at the same time, in our programs, we are always thinking about not only about achieving the goal, not only about persuading others, but also about self-development. So how can I become a better version of myself? How can I be a better leader? And how can I lead others better? Because I think that it always starts with ourselves. So we cannot be a better communicator without starting and going through our things and our limitations first. So this is what I think is effective leadership communication.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. Let's talk about innovation. What role do innovative ideas play in shaping leadership and inspiring teams today?
Actually, Ideas and Leaders platform that I created is quite innovative. I think that we cannot stay and keep talking about the same things all the time because the world is changing so rapidly, and we have AI, we have many new things in business that literally every day we hear about something new. So we need to be flexible, and within Ideas and Leaders, we are very much going outside the box of a typical leadership training company, let's say. We are not just teaching tools, we are combining, for example, looking at Ideas and Leaders summits that we're organizing. The last Ideas and Leaders summit was a couple of weeks ago, actually, in London. And then in January, several months ago, we had Ideas and Leaders Summit in New York. And both of those events, they were a combination of business, yes, but also self-development, mindfulness, art. We had music, classical music. We had Chopin. We had the violin. We had a conductor from the Royal Opera in London playing his violin during the event. We had, for example, one of our speakers at the London Summit summit was Claire Dale speaking about physical intelligence. She's the creator of this concept and book author about physical intelligence. We had a lot of movement during the summit, and many business leaders. We had business leaders, CEOs, we have millionaires, we have royalty. So we really have high level leaders coming to our events, and they were so positively surprised. They said, "Hey, this was the first event in my life that I experienced something like this, and I loved it. I loved that it is not just, boring speeches or presentations or panels. There is movement, there is meditation, there is music, there is networking and masterminding." So this is, I think, so important to go out of the box and to innovate. This is what we are doing in the leadership area. I think that no one is doing what we are doing in the world currently, and we're going to scale and to go bigger and more global. But I think that in all areas, innovation is so important. We cannot keep doing the things as they were before. We need to upgrade things.
Absolutely, we do. Let's talk about AI, since we are talking about innovation. How do you see artificial intelligence influencing leadership and communication today? And is there any tools or trends that you find particularly exciting or concerning?
I can see a big influence of AI, to be honest, on all areas right now. But on one hand, it is concerning because many people, they lose this human touch, let's say, with AI. But on the other hand, it provides a lot of opportunities. I think that it's just a matter of time that we need to get used to it and to understand how can we work together with AI. I think that many people, they are using it in maybe not the best way, let's say, and it is good. It is to use it. On one of our next Ideas in Leaders Summits, we're going to have a speaker who is going to speak about AI in the future of business and future of leadership. He is founder of a big tech startup. So this is a very important topic right now, and everyone is speaking about this. And actually, my speech on Ideas and Leaders Summit in New York was about this. In January, I was speaking that in just 2 years, 3 years, AI will be able to do majority of human tasks. And for example, podcasting. We don't have to conduct. I'm a podcast host as well. I have my podcast, but after some time, you can just generate questions. We can generate our avatar, and we don't have to do anything.
Yes.
Majority of human tasks will be obsolete. By realizing this, we need to think of which human functions cannot be replaced. And those functions are communication, empathy, human connection, and all of the things that we don't learn at school that we need to develop as we grow into leadership positions.
Yeah. Speaking of podcasting, I think this podcast came up as my passion project for a long time, but I wouldn't be able to execute this podcast if it wasn't because of the power of AI. Because I use AI a lot to automate most of the tedious part of having a podcast, because there is a lot of editing, recording, promoting, and things like that. And so it's such a good tool. And I think it's, to your point, I think it's an amazing opportunity that brings us AI to improve and to optimize our lives by taking care of the things that perhaps the most concentrate on the tedious stuff that we don't like to do, and just give us more time to do the things that we love, that we enjoy, that bring us joy.
Yes,
Having this
absolutely.
podcast, for me, this is such a joyful activity because I get to meet and to talk to amazing people in every episode and to interact with the listeners. So it's such a really amazing opportunity and part of my happy habits for sure.
Yes,
Let's
I totally
talk
agree with you. This is the same reason
Yes.
why I have my podcast, Ideas and Leaders podcast.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. So let's talk about happy habits, because as you know, the title of this podcast is Happiness by Habit. Can you share with us a few of your happy habits?
I think that my happiest habit that gives me energy is spending time with my family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that any of because there is a lot out there on morning routines and on meditation and cold shower this and wake up at 5 a.m. that. And I think that very often we're overwhelmed. Me in particular, sometimes those habits, they don't speak to me. And I was trying to find my kind of happy routine. And for me, I think that definitely recharging, spending time with my family, not using my phone, my laptop, cooking something, just going for a walk, disconnecting from everything. I think that this is definitely my happiest habit, because then I feel that I have more energy. Sometimes when I work long hours and I sit morning till evening all the time because I have a deadline or something, then I feel that I don't have energy at all. And sometimes I'm just looking at the screen and I do not know what I'm doing right now. And I'm sure that many people, they can relate to this, because when you just
For
cannot
sure.
work. That's why consciously disconnecting and having a break time, it's perfect for me. Usually it is putting away the phone, going for a walk, and doing something that does not require thinking, because basically my work is all about thinking process. I'm thinking all the time. That's why I'm trying to do not thinking, or
To disconnect for
ironing,
a sec.
cooking. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I can understand you. Can you share an idea or a moment when a breakthrough idea significantly transformed your leadership approach or career?
Something that transformed my leadership approach, my career. I think that very often the things that transform and that lead, one thing that lead to another, is just one conversation. And I feel that I didn't have huge breakthrough moments that, oh my God, epiphany, now I want to be something, I want to do something. Usually it is very casual. For example, I remember one situation when I was sitting with my friend. I was a member of a Toastmasters international organization. I was part of the leadership team, European leadership team. We had some kind of training in Munich, and we were sitting with a group of friends in the airport. And one of the friends turned out that he's a trainer, business trainer. And I said, oh, tell me about this organization, your business training organization. And it turned out that he is part of Dale Carnegie training. And I love Dale Carnegie as an author. It's one of my favorite books on leadership and communication, how to win friends and influence people. So I asked him, so tell me more about it. And he started telling me about the trainer certification process and about all the stages, and that it is very advanced, it's very complicated. I was in the process of finishing my PhD, so I was thinking, no, this is not for me right now. Elena, focus on your PhD, focus on one thing. And then he said, there is a certification process starting in Warsaw next month. Maybe you want to try. And I was like, maybe I will. I don't know. And it was just a casual conversation over a cup of tea in the airport. This conversation turned my career in a different direction. I became a business trainer. Then I started to develop myself as a business trainer. Then I opened my own training company. Then I started online business. This shifted my career. Every new project that I start, it is just a casual conversation. So I think that I'm always keeping my eyes open, my ears open, and you never know when you will connect the next dots.
I love that story because it's so true and so real. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and the people you meet are people that are there for a reason in your life. So yeah, I love that story. That's amazing. Let's talk about your TEDx experience as a TEDx coach, organizer, and speaker. Like, I think you've been through all the phases of TEDx. What is it like, and what recommendation would you have for people who wants to do a TEDx talk?
Well, I've been organizing TEDx events for over 10 years right now. It is now I'm coaching people to become TEDx speakers. So I have clients who want to become TEDx speakers. They come to me and we are working on this because I know everything from how does it look from behind the scenes. That's why I became a speaker. After I finished my PhD, I decided, after many years of organizing, I decided that finally I have an idea worth spreading. I have my research results. So I applied to 2 events. And because I know how to apply, I know what they are expecting me to say, I got accepted to both of the events. And that's why I have 2 TEDx speeches, not 1. I applied to 2, but I had to
So you
come up
applied
with a
to
second
2
idea.
in your life, and both of them you got it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, because as an organizer, I kind of knew how to approach it and what they want to hear. So, and now it is so cool to see that I'm kind of closing the loop because my daughter, who is now turning 15 this year, she's organizing TEDx Youth event in Warsaw. And seeing
My goodness.
her, the next generation of TEDx organizers, I'm so happy that we have the next generation. But yes, definitely. Sorry. I'm into organizing and I'm into coaching. I love giving platforms to people so that's why now I am organizing my own platform. I have Ideas and Leaders Summits that I'm doing globally, which is modeled after TED events. It has impactful speeches. It has all of the elements of TEDx event, but it is for leadership. So the topic is only for leadership. And yeah, for people who want to become TEDx speakers, you're welcome to reach out to me and can send you some materials or we can work together on this topic.
Amazing. Perfect. And we'll make sure to put your LinkedIn information here on the show notes so people can reach out to you. Absolutely. Dr. Elena, let's talk about looking ahead. What exciting projects or initiatives you're currently working on that align with your mission to empower leaders through the power of ideas?
So currently my most inspiring project is expanding Ideas and Leaders globally. This is happening. We have had events only this year in New York, in London. We are doing one in Warsaw this month. We are planning events that are coming up in Dubai and in Brazil. And those are only summits. And another way how we want to expand Ideas and Leaders is through local clubs. So we are coming up with a network of Ideas and Leaders clubs. Those are places where we can meet people, business owners, entrepreneurs, business leaders who are usually quite lonely in their decisions that they need to make, in things that they need to do. Not so many people realize what is standing behind what we are showing to the world. Very often it is very much personal brand focused or business focused, but there is a lot of work and struggles behind it. And Ideas and Leaders Clubs is a place where people can meet in a local clubs monthly, every month, and mastermind on their challenges and problems within our program, our system. They can network also, and they can have new business opportunities. And what is the most exciting is that they can become part of this global network. So it is not only your local community that you're connecting with. Very often we attend those networking events, but this is a global community. I was recently speaking with my friend in Mauritius. I was in Mauritius for a business retreat, and I met a friend who is a company CEO in Mauritius, and she said that I shared my idea with her, and she said, it is amazing. I would love to open Mauritius chapter of Ideas and Leaders Club because I feel that I know everyone on the island, that we have a very small country, but I want to go global. I want to travel to go to Ideas and Leaders Summit in London, New York, be a speaker, meet other people. So being part of this global community gives a lot of possibilities, business possibilities, and also learning opportunities. So we'll have educational path where we can develop as leaders, as communicators, as business owners. So this project is so exciting for me right now that I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm planning the next Ideas and Leaders Club meeting in a couple of weeks, and then it is just going to grow.
Dr. Elena, maybe we should do one in Texas Sign me up for that. I can help you here in the chapter in Texas.
Yes, let's do it. Absolutely. Let's talk about it. It would be so great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Dr. Elena, it has been a pleasure having you in the show. I really appreciate you sharing your journey, your wisdom, and your energy with us today. For everyone listening, please make sure to connect with Dr. Elena's platform, Ideas Plus Leader, and her TEDx Talks, and her published work to dive even deeper into her leadership and communication world. The easiest way is to connect with her via LinkedIn. I will make sure to put her LinkedIn link here on the show notes. Thank you so much, Dr. Elena.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you. And this is a Happiness by Habit, where we believe that powerful ideas and consistent habits are the heartbeat of joyful leadership. Thank you so much. Until next time, keep showing up. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.